Can you subscribe today? Ever since I met you, I haven't subscribed to the channel. Alright, we're doing the breakdown video for obviously Query. I think that's what her name. Kiri, I think that's how you say it. It's either Query or Kiri. It's one of the two. So let me know. Is it Query or is it Kiri? I think it's Inquiry. Inquiry? No, that's not it. I don't know where I got that from. I was tripping. I read a comment earlier. I don't remember. But we're going to be doing the breakdown. So I think they actually, if I, remember correctly, and I've been following the routine as of late for Nikke, before they used to actually post up the skills of the character, like maybe a day, not even a day, maybe like 2 days or 3 days before the banner actually dropped, I swear. But now it seems like they dropped the skill info the day before the banner. So we're probably not going to get skill info until, that was for the thumbnail, but we're probably not going to get skill info until the Wednesday. We do have a little bit of info here. I already know, or I already see people saying that she's going to be a very good partner for Scarlet, or not Scarlet, for 2B. So we're going to take a look at all that stuff. Subscribe because we are close. We are very close to 8,000. We are literally 112 subs away. 112 subs away from 8,000. So subscribe. But yeah, let's talk about this character's skills, right? So obviously she is the supporter class, a rocket launcher, wind code, and then she is also an Elysion character. It's unfortunate because she's a supporter Elysion. I feel like Elysion doesn't need more supporters. I feel like Elysion needs, like, they need DPS. I feel like they have none, right? Who's their best DPS? Like, so Neon, no. Guillotine probably is their best DPS. And then Solene, like, they don't have many DPS options, right? But it's probably Guillotine their best DPS. Solene might be their second best DPS. Probably not, right? Not many DPS options here. But I feel like they could have used an attacker burst 3. Now, that's just me. But let's take a look. So they have some of what this character is going to be able to do here, right? She inflicts a harmful effect on enemies. Let me just so you guys can know what I'm talking about. She inflicts harmful effects on enemies, so that's AoE, and beneficial effects on defender allies, giving her squad an advantage in battle. Now, I think just this quote right here where it says a beneficial effect on defender allies is probably why people are saying she's gonna work crazy with 2B, because 2B is a defender who does skill off of, like, who does benefit from having HP. But this character here is a healer clearly as well, because their burst skill restores all allies HP, thereby enhancing the squad's survivability, right? It doesn't increase max HP restore, so that's a heal on her burst skill. And then she does have some type of harmful effect on enemies. I'm assuming this is damage taken. I think that's what that is. Let me just try to like reset here. I think that's what that is. Literally what Blanc has. It's most likely this. Because I think the only harmful effects that I could see being on enemies are probably damage taken increase. Like by saying harmful effect, you're basically implying or insinuating that the effect is going to hurt the enemies, clearly, right? In terms of either them taking more damage from just regular damage or them taking damage over time. So off of that logic, it would either be damage taken or something kind of like the virus transfer where it deals damage over time as a debuff, right? It is a debuff, right? Yeah, it would be a debuff. It's an effect, so it's a debuff. So I'm thinking it's either going to guaranteed be the virus transfer, something like it, not exactly the virus transfer, but something like it where it deals damage over time, or it's probably going to be damage taken. Those are the only two things in the game that could be harmful, unless they add something completely new, right? Which they could do, right? But I don't think this character is gonna mean much anyways. This is probably going to be the deadest banner of Nikke's history, especially since it's right before the anniversary, right? It just makes sense, right? This character, not many people will summon for a character right before the anniversary, and at that, a supporter, a Elysion character who's healing on the burst skill, and then really helping out defenders, right? Not many people will summon for that, right? But I'm assuming the harmful effect is damage taken or a damage over time debuff. Now, beneficial effects on defender allies. Now, if we just go off of common sense, defender allies tend to be the tanks, right? And by helping them tank, they're either increasing their max HP, or you're probably giving them a shield, or you're probably, it's really one of those two, right? You're either, giving them a shield, or you're increasing their max HP. It's usually more max HP for defenders, right? Like, what do defenders do? shield, your DPS, healing, right? Shields, damage over time, or not damage over time, damage taken, defense down as well, taunt, tank. Yeah, so it's usually a defender's either taunting / tanking, where increasing their max HP can help them out, or healing can help them out. I don't know if the beneficial effect is healing for defenders. Kind of useless at this point in time. We don't need more healers. We really don't. I don't know how much healers they've dropped as of late. Like, how many healers have they dropped as of late, right? Let me see. We just Mary, right? Blanc is a healer, Marciana's a healer, Tia's a healer for herself, Naga's a healer for everyone. Like, they've been dropping a decent amount of healers. I doubt we need another healer, right? If this is the case where it is the helping out defenders, I think when Nikke, maybe this might be a reach, but from like this point on, when Nikke's talking about defenders, they're catering more to 2B, I feel like. Because at this point in time, like, nobody here really matters. In terms of like buffing them, nobody here matters but 2B, literally, right? In terms of buffing them, in terms of, I'm assuming damage, right? Because, like, who would I say are the best defenders here? Blanc, Senti, Makima, Ludmilla, Jackal, right? Novel, Nero. These are characters who already have massive damage reduction or something to like protect them, right? I don't know. I feel like they're going to cater more to this character with this character. I'm not sure. I think QUIRY is going to cater more to 2B. That's probably why a lot of people are saying that as well. I don't know. We don't have her skills out, so we can't figure that out until the skills come out. But I don't know. It's either going to benefit 2B or it's just going to benefit full defenders, which doesn't really, like, yeah, why would I summon for a character who's going to buff up Blanc even more? Like, specifically Blanc, it doesn't really make sense. Right? If it was to help Blanc out with the entire team, sure. But for her to give an effect that helps out Blanc specifically or Senti specifically, I can't think much more than just max HP increase, realistically. Or shields, right? That's a possibility too, but I don't know. I think most defenders have shields, so it's probably max HP. Giving her squad an advantage in battle. If it's an advantage, it's probably, it could be also damage reduction, what Jackal does, right? Right, where she has the shared damage. It could also be that for defenders, right? Or it could be, yeah, it's something that's going to help them stay alive more. So max HP increase is the most likely thing. I don't know. Probably max HP increase, most likely thing, right? Most likely the thing. And then her burst skill, again, restores all allies HP. Doesn't really matter there. It's not increasing, it's just restoring. So it's just a heal, literally. So we'll see what this character really does, but I don't think she's going to be a character you do some for whatsoever, even though she is an Elysion and we did want more Elysions. One, the anniversary is coming, and if her whole thing is healing, you should have probably went for Marciana. If you want me to be honest, you should have probably went for Marciana because this is a great healer, right? I feel like as a healer, you're probably going to downgrade to this character from what Marciana is, right? Yeah, literally. I don't think you would have summoned for this character over Marciana as a healer. I'd say Marciana is the top 5 healer in the game in general. So, I don't know. You guys let me know what you think. Let me know if you guys think any of these skills are going to do something different than something I didn't mention. But yeah, I don't know. Because she's a supporter who's only helping out defenders. And I don't like that. Because even, what's her name? Biscuit. Biscuit was a character who was a defender, right? No, Biscuit's also a supporter who helps out all allies, though, but this one is really just catering more to defenders. I don't know how that's working. Usually to only defenders, though, like usually it's a defender helping out a defender, but I guess it's supporting the defender, so supporters make sense. But why is it only to defenders? I don't know. We'll wait for the skills. Let me know what you think this character is going to do if I haven't mentioned it already, and subscribe. We need 8K by the end of the month. I'm out. Peace.